Good day, everyone. Welcome to Real Conservative News Update. I'm your host, Nathaniel Rajkumar. Today, I'm highlighting news from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Member of Parliament for the Northern Grenadines and Prime Minister Dr. Godwin Friday says he remains fully confident in the legal process and in his legal team as the constitutional challenge to his election continues before the High Court. He really has some good lawyers. Our local Trinidadian, Anand Ram Logan. As I said, I believe it's yesterday. Ram Logan is one of the best that we have here in Trinidad and Tobago. I personally have admired him for many years, but I'm really disappointed with how he has remained silent. A man that usually defends our constitution, and yet he is remaining silent, and I don't know if he's actually encouraging as well. I don't know. I can't say. I haven't really heard any public statements. But, Ram Logan, he's staying silent about the Kamala's administration continued trampling upon our constitution by using these extended states of emergencies and periods to lock up people, lock up citizens without any evidence in order to charge them. But getting back to the report, Dr. Friday said he's prepared to see the matter through the entire court process while continuing to carry out his responsibilities as Prime Minister and Parliamentary Representative for the people of Northern Grenadines. He said his focus remains on serving the people who elected him and ensuring that the work of government continues uninterrupted while the case is before the courts. In other news from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Ministry of Education, Vocational Training, Innovation, Digital Transformation, and Information has postponed the reopening of schools for 2026 to 2027 academic year by 1 week, with students across St. Vincent and the Grenadines now scheduled to return to classrooms on Monday, September the 7th. The announcement of the delayed reopening of schools follows the government's, which is, of course, Godwin Friday's government, recent decision to introduce a VAT-free shopping day for school supplies on August 28th. So, most people wait on that day to go and shop. That will kind of be that might not be the wisest decision, though, because by that time, a lot of the school books that you may need to get for your kids might be sold out, but it's still something nice, though. One VAT-free day, I think you should have had like the whole month. Government might say they can't afford that. I don't know, because one day that is going to cause a lot of, I don't know, boy. The amount of people will be going on rush. We'll have such a great rush on that day. Traffic and all kind of things will be a problem, a huge problem. But it's still something that is nice. Speaking on the sidelines of a tour of the Kingstown Fisheries Complex yesterday, where refurbishment work is underway, Prime Minister Godwin Friday said the initiative will give parents and guardians an opportunity to purchase back-to-school supplies tax-free ahead of the revised school reopening date. Now, getting back to the first part of this report, I do hope that he wins his case and he can be able to complete his term in office as Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But if it doesn't, and the courts end up ruling that because he has dual citizenship, he doesn't qualify to be an MP, a representative for his country. I hope it doesn't take place. But if it does, then it's two things. Maybe you might have to have a whole new general election. Or if it is the party, that political party still has a majority in parliament, then maybe, I don't know if their constitution is the same like here in Trinidad, maybe they can just appoint a new prime minister instead of Godwin Friday and have by-elections for his constituency and the other guy. That's the most I can say. But the man who is challenging, I think, Godwin Friday right now for that seat, you can't just get it free. The people didn't vote for you. People barely voted for you. So don't think, and I hope that doesn't take place, that the courts don't end up awarding this man for a seat that people showed clearly they did not want him, they rejected him. Have a by-elections and let both parties' representatives go up for the elections and then let the people decide again whom they want to represent them. Don't go and trample on the Constitution in another way, courts. I think it's the High Courts or whatever. Make sure that if it is that you decide that the Godwin Friday and the other guy cannot be legitimate representatives for their constituencies, then a mandate or make it clear in your statement that there must be by-elections. And hopefully, that doesn't end up causing the whole government to collapse. Hopefully, they might still have a majority and just appoint a new prime minister. But putting all that aside, I hope that the Constitution could really be interpreted in a way that determines that as long as you are born a natural citizen of that country, even though you have dual citizenship, you should be able to still have the rights to represent your country. Maybe the Constitution was talking about if it is somebody that was not a natural citizen of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but has dual citizenship. So, you know, they came to the St. Vincent and the Grenadines and they became a citizen, but they did not give up the Canadian citizenship. Then maybe I could understand that, you know? Time alone will tell. I wish him all the best, too. I really do hope. I think he's doing a reasonably good job in this country. I think he is trying his best to build his economy, build the country's economy, and improve their infrastructure and so forth. I hope that the courts rule in his favor.
There's a legal process. I have always been confident about our position in this matter, but it's a matter for the court to decide. So my feelings haven't changed. In fact, I feel better today. The further we go in this matter, the better I feel about it, because I believe that our position is the one that is right in law. It's a matter for the court to decide. The evidence is being put in, the arguments are being made, and we have the experts here. They can talk to you more about the legal matters. I am just very grateful that I have such a strong team, a lot of support in the courtroom and outside. You see all these people who are gathered here, they have come out to support because they know that the democratic process is one that put me here in this seat. And it's what the people in this country want. I have a duty to protect that, and I will do so with every fiber in my body.
The court is concerned that the court might overrule.
The court is not going to overrule. I'm not concerned about that because this is we have put our court, our arguments there. We are very, very strong in our arguments and in our views on that matter. And so the judge will make her decision. That is hers. But I'm telling you what my own point of view is. The people, what I will say to them is thank you for your support. Thank you for the mandate that you gave us on November 27. Everybody in the country has accepted that, but some people just can't take the licks, and so they won't come in the court to try to do something else. We are going to protect and defend the mandate that the people gave us. So I'm going to be here every single minute of every day. I'm not making any cameo appearances and disappearing. I'm here to represent the people. Every minute of the day I'll be in the court until this matter is vindicated.
Weather report for Trinidad and Tobago on Saturday, August 1, 2026. The weather in Trinidad and Tobago will be variably cloudy, hazy, and breezy with a maximum temperature of 31 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. The official forecast indicates isolated morning showers will give way to a mostly fair and breezy night. The maximum heat index is expected to feel like 34 degrees Celsius with humidity levels ranging from 70% to 95%. Winds will blow from the east-southeast to south-southeast at speeds of 5 to 40 km per hour with occasional higher gusts. Spring tides remain in effect across the islands. Open waters will experience slight to moderate sea conditions with wave heights ranging from 1.0 meter to 1.5 meters. Sheltered areas will see calmer waves measuring near 1.0 meter. All marine operators and coastal visitors are advised to exercise caution, particularly during peak high tide hours. Psalm 25 1-3. A prayer expressing absolute trust in God, patient expectation, and the assurance that those who look to Him will never be put to shame. To you, Lord, I lift up my soul. My God, I trust in you, do not let me be put to shame, nor let my enemies triumph over me. No one who hopes in you will ever be put to shame, but complete confusion will come to those who are treacherous without cause.
Folks, that brings us to the end of today's news update. Thanks again to everyone who continues to support my content. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay blessed and stay safe most of all. In Jesus' name.